began as an idyllic weekend outing. But something went wrong. Stranded, alone, or are they?
Man, something really weird is going on around here. Man, that's weird.
He tried to kill me!
Unhinged. The nightmare has begun. Phantasm.
This is Cleus from Cut Up.
What's up, motherfuckers? This is Brian from Vital Remain.
Hey, this is Gorgas and Mike Smith from New York. Suffocation. Hey, this is Sean Clark from Horror's Hallowed Ground.
This is Dallas from Howard. You're listening to Phantasm Podcast.
This is Dr. Ross Stewart from Exhumed and Impaled, and you're listening to the Phantasm Podcast.
Phantasm.
What the fuck is up, and welcome to the Phantasm Podcast. I am Corey Gore Christ. With me, Dr. Vincent West.
Hey, how we doing?
We got a pretty good one I've actually never seen, which should have probably seen this a long time ago. But
I'm actually so surprised.
Yeah, me too. Surprise myself every day. What do we got?
We have Unhinged.
It's 1982. It's a three women break down in a car accident or something, and they go up to
It's a slasher.
some kind of a house, like a slaughterhouse, if you will.
It's a slasher.
Okay.
That's all I remember. I remember this movie. I saw this at a drive-in with my uncle, and it scared the shit out of me as a kid. My reason for getting this, I found this on DVD. We were actually watching a DVD today, guys. So lightning has struck the podcast, but
Yeah, we got a DVD. I didn't even think of that.
yeah, man. I mean, it's
We've done Blu-rays this whole time. We got our first DVD, but this is not released. But it's apparently a really, really killer
It's
film.
out of print. It's obscure, and I'll be honest with you. I haven't seen this since I saw it at the drive-in.
Wow.
So I found this really cheap, and I thought this would be perfect for us to watch on here, and I'm glad I got it.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. This movie was on the list for the Video Nasties, the 7 out of 72.
Correct.
The UK at the time.
You still can't get this goddamn thing over there. If you guys want to do something fun, I did this the other night in preparation for Corey and I doing this today. If you go to Amazon UK, it's not even on there.
Oh,
like, you can't even buy it used. So, there's you a fun fact. This movie, they still have a shit fit about it. And I'm actually surprised Arrow, not Scream Factory so much. I could see Arrow getting this one. Scream Factory, I guess, could, but this more seems like an Arrow title.
Yeah, but since it's UK, I don't know if they would even get it.
It would be released over here.
Yeah,
It would be released
it'd be
in
the
America.
US
Because there's a
release.
lot of that. If you guys aren't familiar with Arrow Home Video, I'm sure you are. If you've listened to us before, you surely have heard us mention them. What Corey's referring to, you got the UK company that releases stuff.
And we already got tits.
Yep. Nice ones, too, I think.
and that's 3 minutes and 4 seconds. You got some tits, so there's some...
a little handful, it's more than enough.
There's some... you've just now heard Mr. Skinless on the Phantasm Podcast. 3 minutes, 4 seconds. You got unhinged titties.
Yep.
You're welcome. And this is filmed in Portland, Oregon, in the Pittock Mansion. Which, if you want some more tits, in '93, that's where Body of Evidence was filmed in the Pittock Mansion. A lot of the Willem Dafoe Madonna movie. So,
was anything else filmed in this place?
Notably, I don't think so. Not that I've heard of. I know there's some other stuff on here, but
for anybody out there that's hardcore geek about this, there's been 2 releases of this. The release we're watching is the Brentwood home video release. The other release was done by Code Red. The Code Red release of this, again, was also on DVD. I'm actually surprised Code Red has not put this out on Blu-ray, although I would imagine, since we're watching this, and this is actually a 1:6:6 aspect ratio, it's not the 1:8:5. I'm pulling out the hardcore nerd today, kids. So, if you're not familiar with 1:6:6, 1:6:6 is like if you're on Netflix and you're watching original Star Trek.
No, is this the?
It would actually be in 1:6:6. Same as it's not on Netflix. It should be. The episodes are on there, but it's not. 1:6:6 is the widescreen format we're watching right now, right. And that's the black bars that look like 2x4s on the sides of your screen, and the images in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
1:8:5 would be all the way across the screen with it about right here, and then of course my favorite, the CinemaScope, aka Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Right.
Tarantino uses that as well. Thank God for... I will say this about Quentin Tarantino. I love that he uses CinemaScope on the majority of his films, because he's a huge film nerd, and that's a beautiful thing.
Right.
For the fact, although I'm tired of him putting out westerns every 2 years, but I dig them. I like them both, but I want something different.
So this is the uncut version.
It is, yes.
In 2004, they released that version on DVD in the UK. 2005, we got it over here, and then Code Red re-released it in 2012 as a double disc with a movie called Murder Run. That was also from 1983.
That I've also seen, but I have not seen it in years. And that's something I rented on home video. That's Murder Run we're talking about there. Do me a favor, does it say there, was this released on VHS or Betamax?
Yeah, it was CBS Fox Video.
Okay, so 20th Century Fox released this
in
film.
83, yeah.
So 20th Century Fox is who had this in the theater? That sounds right.
Yeah.
Holy shit! So you would have had your Star Wars fun in front of this.
I guess not for the home release now, but then, I guess, I don't know.
No, at the theater. It was totally 20th Century
CBS Fox, yeah. It's crazy.
It is. It's fucking awesome. Looks like they shot this in fall.
Now, if you have the Code Red DVD version of this, there was only 500 copies made, so props to you for owning that. Definitely hang on to it, if, DVD or not. That's
let's have a little fun with that right now.
Way out of print.
The doctor's hopping on eBay and looking this up.
I've clinged on to a lot of DVDs. I still own all horror, and I have all the Phantasms on DVD because you can only get one on Blu-ray, and the first one eventually. But the other two, who knows? We'll probably never see a release of those. 3 and 4. I got most of my Fulci still on DVD. I got 7 Doors of Death, which is the Beyond, and I got House by the Cemetery and Cat in the Brain and New York Ripper. I mean, all that's on Blu-ray. And shout out to Ross once again for doing that New York Ripper episode with us. It's still probably my favorites. That was a lot of fun. I got all the Romero zombie movies on DVD still. So there's there's select things, the Reanimators, stuff that I just like to have also on DVD if it's horror. It's hard for me to track them down originally, so it's nice to still have them.
You can get you a copy of this for as cheap as $4 on eBay.
The one that you got?
The one, yeah.
It's the 2005 version. The U.S. version.
It goes for as much as $27 on here.
I'm sure if it's sealed, or it's at least not used condition.
Now here's the Murder Run Unhinged Code Red version. You guys can pick that up for $30.
That's not bad. Only 500 copies were made of that, so if you guys are into it, go for it. The Murder Run thing is about somebody on death row, like a serial killer or something. I don't remember. I mean, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, it's the guy that... what the fuck's his name? Don Gronquist that directed.
I will also tell you right now that the Code Red version, because I'm looking at this right now, is the exact same goddamn thing.
It is. They just repackaged it with the.
It's the same
Murder
fucking thing.
Run.
You can get. I would recommend getting the Brentwood. It's cheaper.
Yeah, unless you're a collector, you want to get that other one. But if you like that Murder Run movie, if you've seen it too, then it's the same director, so both are from '83. Whatever.
The UK version says banned in the UK on the front of it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So it's raining here. This is a good movie, man. I really like this one. This one has it's got all your
accident.
They were totally it for an era where the slasher was king. This one I felt was pretty original. I'm not saying it's great, but it's pretty damn original. I thought.
Right. And here they are in a house with some fucking ugly ass motherfuckers. I didn't even know that was a woman at first.
Actually, I guess that makes me kind of a fruit because I think she's hot.
The one...
Oh, no.
The one in the red shirt is,
Yeah, I thought that was a dude, too, if you're talking about grandma.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Ooh, I was about to say, she's hot, man. Oh,
no.
Doctor needs to get eye surgery.
No.
You give yourself eye surgery.
Oh, I thought I would get... Yeah, that does look like a dude. Yeah, that's bad.
That's some Nikolai puke.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. When was this movie?
83.
This one came out in 82?
83.
83.
Yeah. 83.
Does it say what month?
I want to say it came out in November. Pretty certain it did. But don't quote me on that, because I am not sure.
Not much going on right now. The girl that I think is hot is laying on a bed talking to these people. I'm assuming after her car accident.
All right, now I owe you this sound clip because you said that grandma was hot.
Live it up, man. Rock and roll.
That is appropriate, although that wasn't.
Yeah, I know.
It is funny.
It's funny. Jeez. The one that showed her tits were pretty nice, though. She's not bad. She kind of looks like a lizard, but that's okay. It's better than whatever that other thing is in the room. And that dude's got fucking... He's Mario. He's got to go clean the toilet at the mansion. Of course, there's no subtitles, I guess. DVDs just don't have subtitles. I don't know.
Well, this is a really cheap fucking release. This is like this thing was probably $15 new.
Probably less than that.
Back then, I would say probably. Well, no, it being an oddball thing and it being pre-Blu-ray, I would say it was probably expensive. But You get what you get. I mean, this thing... But again, this seems like something Arrow would get their hands on and put out.
It would be nice. So, Arrow, if you're listening, Unhinged, get that going.
Again, it could be an issue with, with print damage.
Yeah.
Oh, what we're looking at looks like shit.
They didn't have the budget to work in,
But I'm okay with it. It looks as bad as the Skull.
This was in 92. Or 1982, and it came out in October.
October of 82?
Yeah. It came to home release in 83. Like, when this DVD came out, it was 83.
You mean VHS?
Yeah, VHS. So, yeah, that's where... That's that.
I'm actually amazed DVD has lasted as long as it has.
Yeah.
Are you not?
Surprised VHS hasn't lasted this long, because they just now announced that they're going to stop making VHS players.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so now they're actually done making VHS players. So whatever ones are out there is what you got. That's it. They're not making any more. I thought they stopped production on those a long time ago.
So did I. I did not know that. That's interesting.
They announced it the other day, like a week or two ago, that they are finally halting production on VHS players. Which I had no idea. I thought it's weird to me that people have DVD players and don't have, Xboxes or Sony players or, PlayStations or whatever, Blu-ray players. And, I don't even know anyone that has 4K players right now. So,
it's
a slow-moving thing with that.
I don't think 4K is going to last.
You know what I think it'll be like? HD DVDs.
Yeah.
Because it's too expensive. Blu-rays are still really hot right now.
They're just starting.
They just now figured out how to market them correctly.
Right. So
with extra shit, and they've always kind of had Blu-ray exclusive stuff, but the digital HD's there. A lot of people like having.
I don't know if you've watched
HD.
the 4K stuff. I have to also say this because I've watched it. A friend of mine has the full shabam, and I wasn't really that impressed with it.
It's just it's just a lot of money, and by the time it
I'm not just saying that. I really didn't think it looked that good.
It's not too much more than Blu-ray. I mean, if you have a 50-inch TV, then 4K is okay, But with me, I'm rocking a 40-inch, and Blu-rays look fine. I think they look great, and I don't really want that extra step unless. Okay, here's the thing: if you want 4K, that means you have an entertainment center with 5.1 Dolby surround sound system and maybe a sound bar with it, and you got it rigged around the room. You got a 60-inch television. Then you get a 4K player. If you want the full theater experience,
you've got money to burn.
Yeah, and you want you can't afford a personal theater room in your house or your apartment, so you want to have the closest thing you can get without a projector and theater seats and popcorn makers, whatever. You get a 4K TV, you get the Dolby surround sound system, and you get maybe a sound bar as well, and just own it, whatever. But for me and for most people, just rock the Blu-ray and the TV. Maybe a sound bar is alright, but I live in an apartment, can't really have it too loud and theater-like anyway, so this is the best I do. So
I think
don't really have room for 4K, right now. Maybe if I got a really big
I think
house
4K televisions will last. I don't see that players lasting.
No.
That's a dead format. It's dead.
It's expensive. I mean, the
it is, and it's expensive, and it's just
the TVs are going down, and I get why they get the TVs.
You notice the players have it. The players are like $400 or $500.
Yeah, they're about to put out PS4 and a Xbox One that it's like the same price, but you have an actual video game console. So I mean, it is what it is, but if, some people are ready for that jump, some people are fine with what they have, I'm fine with what I have, and I don't have any reason to move up on that, can't really get too much better than what we already have, and Blu-rays are pretty huge now, and 9 times out of 10 your Blu-ray is going to come with a digital copy. If you're into that, you can watch on your laptop or your mobile devices. If you have a tablet, you can get the digital code too and have them both. I mean, that's cool, but I don't see it getting anywhere further. And plus 4K are just as expensive. They don't have any extra 4K features like Blu-ray does. It's just ported over, and the restoration's a little bit better. But I don't know.
Next year, Xbox is putting out this system that you can do whatever you want to with it. You heard about this?
No.
Oh Lord, what is it called? Give me 1 second. It is if we got any gamers out there like Corey and I are, you've got. My friend just
the Xbox One S.
No,
like the slim one coming out.
That's out.
So that's the 4K one. Yeah,
that one's out.
Came out this month. Yeah.
The one that I'm referring to, I'm wanting to say it's called the Xbox One Scorpio.
Yeah, it was the code name Scorpio or whatever.
Okay, what you can do with that system is, if you want to throw a 4 terabyte hard drive in it, you can.
Yeah.
You can literally customize it.
Huh.
You can put a 4K player in it. You don't have to put a 4K player in it. You can do whatever you want with it. It's essentially...
It's like a shell.
You can do whatever you want with it.
That's pretty cool.
I have a friend of mine that just ordered it. It's I was like, wow, I had no idea. And what's funny is Sony right now is shitting an egg roll because they don't have anything that can compete with it.
There's been numbers released in the last few days, and of course this is the middle, almost the end of August here. Xbox has outsold Sony for the first time. Like, Xbox One has outsold the PS4 for the first time ever, like, so far.
I gotta say, and again, I'm gonna offend people out there with it, I think Sony sucks. I don't like them. I've never liked them. They lost the Betamax war, which is why they won the Blu-ray / HD DVD war. They literally were paying off companies to go to their side. I'm not saying I don't like Blu-ray. I'm just saying that's the deal with that. You can look that up. That's a fact. They were paying off Warner Brothers, Universal, all those companies that were still on the fence about Blu-ray. They literally went and paid them off and got them to hop in bed with them. Actually, Warner Brothers is not accurate. Universal is who they paid off, and Paramount. But it won in Disney, and they paid them off, and everybody went to Blu-ray. And they're trying to do this with the 4K thing, and it's going to fail. It's going to blow up in their face. And I have a Sony 3D Blu-ray player, and it's the biggest piece of shit I've ever owned in my life. I have nothing but trouble out of it. It's top of the line.
Your Xbox can play 3D.
I did not know that.
Yeah, there's an output for it in the back.
I had no idea.
If you have a 3D TV, then all you need to do is go on your settings and hook it up.
If we're talking about that, just tell everybody this. If you don't know this, you probably all do, unless you're living under a rock. The 3D format's dead.
Yeah, there's no reason for it.
It's dead.
Go to the theater and watch a 3D movie.
But
buy your little
3D
glasses.
format is officially in the toilet.
Watch Jaws 3 or Nightmare on Elm Street. Or
I could have brought that. I forgot about it.
Or Friday the 13th Part 3 in your little red and blue glasses when you're at home. When you go to the movies, go see a 3D movie. We don't need 3D at home. That's too much. I've played some watching football in 3D is pretty awesome. But you know what's even better? Going to the fucking football game, because that's it's a lot better. You don't. If you want that kind of experience, just go do it. Just go do it live. So,
my attitude with
the 3D thing gave me a fucking headache when I was doing it, because I played like Battlefield, like the video game. I played that in 3D on a 3D TV. It was pretty fucking cool, but it was too much. I'm old school about it. I don't need 3D for video games, so just don't. It's too much. And if you want to do it, it's great, if other people are fans of it. But, how many people do you really know with a 3D television that even uses it,
I do.
But in 3D.
I do.
All the time?
No, but I watch my movies in 3D that I own.
Well, yeah, when you buy 3D movies, but...
Correct.
You can use it for like anything. You can have it on all day and just sit there in the glasses. But I don't really know a lot of people besides the doctor, of course. Because the doctor can afford a nice TV because he does surgery and stuff. So
just unlucky, really. But I mean, look, I agree with you. I mean, but it died because there was no.
It's not really a demand for it.
Well, there was, and then again, it's going to go the way of, and that's why I brought this up to use it as
it's
an
also
example.
An expense.
That's the way that 4K stuff's going to go. I'm afraid it's the same type of shit because people are going to go, I'm not paying for that shit. And again, why should you?
If you think about it, the TVs are expensive, and then
TVs are very expensive. The
Blu-rays that have the 3Ds with it are like $30. But you know what? Sometimes I buy those. Like sometimes I buy the Blu-ray 3D combos just to have it all. Rarely, but I think there's a couple of Blu-rays I own that are the 3D bundles, and just to have it. Sometimes the covers are cooler because they're like 3D covers. They're lenticular. Right. I like that. So it's all about what you want to fucking spend your money on. Really, is what it comes down to. So if you have the money to buy a 3D TV and you're not gonna blow your grocery fund or your bill fund, and you have the room you want, and you want to buy something expensive, buy a 3D TV. If you want one. But
I want to tell you guys something. I wanted to tell you guys a little issue that I had recently. This is somebody I've done a lot of business with. I've plugged them on our podcast for free. Normally, and I just want to tell you all this, normally if you order something from Fright Rags, it ships that fucking day.
Yeah.
Now, for some reason, and I'm going to call bullshit on this, I placed an order with them on Monday morning at 8 a.m. Mm-hmm. And the goddamn thing didn't ship till today.
Huh.
Now, I'm going to read you guys this. I'm going to go into my little personal life here. I'm going to read you the response that I got from, and this is what I said. I said, can you tell me why my order has not shipped? That's all I said.
Simple.
This is the response I got. Dear Dr. West, hi there. Due to the high volume of orders coming in from our sale, it is taking a little bit longer for shipping. Our shipping staff is working crazy hard to get all the orders out. Great news, your order has been shipped. Here's the shipping number. The tracking info will show invalid for about 24 hours, mainly because when it's just shipped, the Postal Service needs time to update their tracking system and scan the package. I'm going to go ahead and explain something to you guys because I worked in shipping at a jewelry television. It's sitting with a label on it. It ain't been picked up.
They gave themselves an extra day by telling you they shipped it today, but it won't work.
Exactly. And I never thought I would have to say this. Hold on. I've never thought I would have to say this.
That's funny.
Fright Rags has just officially... Are you ready, Corey? Are you ready, audience? They have just officially joined the ranks of Synapse Films.
Woo! It's your time to shine.
The doctor.
I don't know if you ever went into detail about that incident.
We did.
Are you sure?
I know we did. Let's talk about
that
a little
update.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
It's been a few episodes.
We've actually never done the damn thing. In fact, I'm going to tell you just how funny this whole fucking story is the goddamn... I've never even opened the son of a bitch. Have you opened yours?
Tenebrae?
Yes.
Yeah.
You did?
I never watched it, though.
It has the fucking soundtrack with it. I didn't even know
That's
that.
why I wanted to open it, because I knew I was going to listen to it. Pretty package.
Corey and I placed an order around the same time. We both
you
ordered
got yours like a week
Tenebrae.
or two before.
Well, I also ordered Demons.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
Correct.
Because they have the steelbooks of those that are limited.
And I ordered this stuff. Corey's order was $55. Mine would have been like 110.
Yeah, something like that.
They're expensive. If you buy those steelbooks from them, they're nice. I haven't watched the print. I'm sure it's nice. I don't have an issue with the company, other than what happened to us. They had my money and Corey's money for at least 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
We never got a fucking tracking number.
We never got an email.
We never got shit. It just showed up. I never got I never got a goddamn thing from them, except a nasty email, which I deleted. I should have saved it because it was actually pretty funny. I got a message from someone that works at that company telling me there were only 2 of them that ran the company.
Which you showed me that, yeah. It's very unprofessional.
2 of them that ran the company, and how could I bother them about something that I spent $109 on? Let me tell you guys out there something. If you spend $109 on something, you better ask about it.
Yeah.
2 fucking weeks went by. Now, I want to just tell you, I don't know about Corey's, it took a month for me to get my stuff.
It took a
month.
About that long. Yeah, I'd say it was...
So, I'm going to tell you my theory on this.
3 weeks.
Again, I'm not knocking the video quality, the packaging, nothing. What I am knocking is this. I don't think they had the fucking things in stock and they were selling stuff they didn't have.
Yeah.
Even though it said in stock when we ordered it.
They were freaking out because they had a really bad snowstorm up there in Michigan, threw a lot of things off. The post office wasn't running for a few days. It happened here too in our neck of the woods, where the post office wasn't running, because there was a bad snowstorm, whatever. The point is...
You're talking about when you were visiting Byron, because...
Yeah.
I'm about to say, sorry.
Yeah, we don't get
miscue
snow
there. We don't get snow here, but when he was visiting family.
When I was up north,
and he was visiting family. There was either way. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I was up north, but when they were sending it here, when I ordered it there, they never sent they didn't even send a confirmation email saying
no tracking number.
They didn't say thank you for your order.
You didn't get a goddamn thing.
It was PayPal took my money, and I got a PayPal thing saying, here's the money that was taken out of your account. It was very rude. There wasn't a follow-up email. There wasn't like, here's your tracking number. It was just, where the fuck is my shit? And the same thing happened with the doctor, but the doctor actually emailed them, and they were just like, well, we're only 2 people, so there's nothing we can really do about it. All this stuff in Michigan, whatever. And I understand that and everything, but
they didn't tell me. Let's be specific about that. If we're going to talk about this again, they weren't. Dr. West were sorry. They were. Look, there's only 2 of us running each company. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something right now. Do I believe that? No. Are there 2 of us running this company? Yes.
We're also not shipping out limited steel.
But I mean, even if we were, I would send you a tracking number.
Or say,
what bothered me was,
thank you, your order has been
I don't know about
placed.
your package, mine came priority. He had a tracking number. Mm-hmm. He just didn't give me the fucking tracking number.
Well, that's the thing.
So just be careful. Again, I'm not knocking their products. All I'm saying is, if you buy from them, I would suggest, in my personal opinion, don't expect any kind of fucking answer. Because you have to get the steelbooks from them. As far as their other releases, just get it off fucking Amazon. It's cheaper. Their standard releases, like I have Red Scorpion from them.
Right.
You have Curtains.
Yep.
An episode that you guys may get to hear at some point as part of our Lost Episode series. Some stuff that wasn't...
I put up Curtains.
You did?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so.
Did I not?
I'm pretty sure you didn't. No, that you
said...
No, that's a lost episode.
I put up Army of Darkness.
It is going to come up as a lost episode.
Nightmare on Elm Street in there.
It'll come up as a lost episode eventually, guys. You guys will get to hear that.
It's
also the infamous Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 episode. Yeah, this is great.
Back on Mr. Skinless, at 32 minutes, you got more titties. You're welcome.
Yeah, and my favorite part of the movie, something the doctor likes to do for all the hot ladies out there, I am watching in a peephole somewhere, masturbating.
Yeah, there you go. You're like,
pretty much.
Yep. And now there's some ass. There's more. So
but that was another infamous episode. We've never released it. There's a Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 episode.
There is.
Which will see the light of day, I think, at some point. I'm trying to get Corey to just release it raw, where it's not going to be our normal thing. And for some reason, I am really mad in this episode. I don't know why.
I was too, though. You had
we
me
were
going.
both like really mad.
When on this episode does the doctor get me going? No.
And it's again, when you guys listen to that one or the Curtains episode, I actually enjoyed, but Corey it didn't deem it to our standard, and I get that it probably isn't, but it's another one. It's a throwaway, but you guys probably dig it.
You'll end up hearing it once we get a lot more episodes. I don't want you guys to think
I was going to tell you,
we're lazy or something.
Speaking of my list of movies that Mortician used, Curtains is one.
Yeah, they've dug out. I mean,
man, they've got some.
You know, Will,
like I said,
sits there and watches these movies.
Will, if you ever hear this, it would be like a god coming up from hell if you came on the show. But anyway, back to this. I like this movie. But the lost episodes, it's going to kind of be like this. You know, I realize that every time everything's going to be the same. We do this. We're in different moods. I'm dealing with a fucking urinary tract infection right now, which fucking sucks.
Gotta stop porking your clients, man.
Yeah, I fucked that corpse and I got something off of it.
So you know what he did, right? He fucked her in the ass and then pulled out and fucked her in the pussy. You can't do that.
Yeah, you don't do that.
That's immediate urinary tract infection.
Yeah, especially on a corpse. But seriously, these lost episodes, you guys will eventually hear them, and I got to tell you another one. I can never reveal to you because we're actually going to. I think the safe way to do this, we're never going to tell you who it is. We're going to edit out who it is, and if you guys can guess who it is, that's fine. We're going to put up an episode that went right in the commode. We had a guest on that I found that I thought was going to be awesome. I'm never going to reveal to you guys ever who this is. Neither will Corey.
It's the quacker from New York Ripper. We got him on there.
But it's an interesting episode because it literally goes in the commode.
It's to the point where you don't hear the doctor talking again for like.
I got minutes. So fucking mad at this asshole that I got up and just walked off. Like I said, we're gonna put it up. Can we edit that where we can't? Where they can never tell who it is? Yeah, we can.
I mean, just whenever I say it's.
But we can cut that.
This is who it is in the beginning when I initially announce who it is, and then the end. Like that's it.
Yeah,
because I don't sit there and say his name the whole time.
So we're going to put this up. I think we should. It'd be a little treat for you guys at some point.
I think we should just put it up the way it is. Honestly, I don't care.
But I mean, the funny thing about this is, it's like
I want
this is a guy that you know what we'll do? I think we should put it up without letting anybody know who it is.
They guess who it is.
And y'all can guess who it is. And if you guess who it is, you win a gift. We will literally. Yeah, we will mail you a fucking gift, a cool gift, not a turd in a box, like an actual gift.
It won't be a head in a box either.
But I mean, seriously, like I want y'all to hear. The guy is a fucking cocksucker. Like I really like this guy, a lot of respect for him, and he's had affiliations with other stuff that we've dealt with, and I want to put this up because he's such an asshole.
Yeah, it starts off like. As soon as he started talking, I was like, this guy's actually a dipshit. I don't know if this is going to go well or not. And then 30 to 45 minutes in, the doctor's already fucking out of there, and it's just me trying to pull something together to, finish it, because I didn't want to just be like, you know what, I'm just done.
This fucking guy will not shut up.
I thought we could salvage it, and then he just kept going on about this bullshit, and he bashed a lot of other people. He bashed Niall, and he bashed... I think Eric Rutan, he bashed a lot of people, and
there were several. There was somebody else he took a shot at.
I don't know.
He took a shot at Mike Portnoy.
Yeah,
a big fan.
He was throwing him out there, but
he started throwing punches at me in this, and I out of professionalism, I walked off. What I wish I'd done is told him to take one of his cobras and shove it up his wife's ass. I mean, it was just awful. The episode was horrible, and I could not believe how bad it got. But we're going to put that one up for you guys. The funny one, though, to go back to this, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre one, I think needs to go up. People love Texas Chainsaw Massacre too.
I mean, we had
I've
fun
actually
watching
had
the
people
film.
ask me, "Why have you never done it?" And we did do it.
No.
We did it with the 4K Master too. We did it with the fucking
the Scream Factory.
the Scream Factory release, the new one.
And even I actually asked you to bring that one. You didn't suggest it. I was like,
No,
I
you did that. You did that one, and
I kept
brought it.
I kept bugging you about it, and you eventually.
We did it. We did it,
And then I don't know what
just-
happened with it. I think we plugged that interview we didn't use with that movie. Isn't that what happened to it?
I think so.
We were like, yeah, we got him on later. It's going to be great.
We can edit that out
because
I want you to guys seriously. If someone can seriously, I'm dead fucking serious. If you can guess who this is, and I'm going to also say something else. This is excluded to any friends of Gore Christ or me. You can't be like, haha, I knew that it doesn't work. Guests that have been on our show, though, you're eligible for this. Dallas, if you can get this, or Ross. Any of our former guests want to come on and you can guess this, that's fine. None of our friends, though. Yeah. I'm excluding close friends that listen to this. So in other words, I'm not going to name any names. Jens, you're shit out of luck.
We saw our first death scene, and he was it was death as fuck. You got the scythe and everything.
I
you
love
don't see
this
that.
movie, man.
You don't see a fucking scythe in horror movies, you know?
No.
That's pretty cool. I mean, it's easy to think of when you're trying to make a horror film, but that was well executed. That was a nice scene.
But yeah, I think if you can guess this, you do. I'm gonna send you something cool. I'll send you a Blu-ray or a death metal CD. I'll send you something cool if you actually get this. But we're gonna have to really go through and edit it, and make sure there's no parts where it gives anything away. But he is a fucking jerk.
He's a horse's ass.
And you want to hear? You guys want to hear the funniest part of this? This is my favorite part of this. This dumb asshole still's like, occasionally message me and be like, "Man, that sure was fun doing that, buddy."
Yeah.
or man, did you ever put that up, man? And I'm like, no, we had a lot of technical issues with it. We are going to put it up. We're just going to leave it. I don't want to get sued by this prick.
Yeah.
So I am going to leave it nameless. If you guys can guess it, we will. If somebody gets it right, you're obviously going to get a gift, and we'll acknowledge it. I'm never going to acknowledge it on here, though, just to cover our ass. Because I feel like he's the type of guy that would sue us. I really do. He's a fucking prick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what the hell happened, and I like the guy, and I have no respect for him. He's a pay-for-play musician, and I don't like people like that anyway. I've lost a lot of respect for a lot of people for that shit. I get doing that, in the music industry, but I never knew he was such a
rear end.
He's just a bastard. It was like, why are you, why did I do this? What a worst interview we've ever fucking done.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go on and also say this, too. Corey wasn't fond of the Curtains episode. Best episode we've ever done compared to the Texas one. I'm going to go ahead and warn you all on that one. We're going to have to put a warning label up in front of it.
It's like, I warn you, what you're about to hear is very disturbing.
It's bad.
Indeed. But we can put the warning up from the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
We've never done the first Texas.
We haven't. We're saving it because you know.
I feel like we should do it though this month because it's in August.
Yeah.
Remember, it was Sally Hardest August.
We can do it when I come back from barbecue.
We'll do that. We're gonna. There you go. It's out of Gore Christ's mouth right there. We're doing Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That'll be my follow-up.
It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. Have some human flesh.
I want to put out some video content for you guys, but unfortunately for barbecue, there's no death metal there. So unless I get something pulled out of my ass for that, I mean, I'm just going to go have.
Do you want to talk a little bit about that? We're not really sure.
It's this weekend. I'm going to barbecue.
He is by himself. The doctor is not allowed to go to that. I'm actually banned from going to live con. No, I'm joking. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's this weekend. It should be fun. It'll be my third time going. Should have something planned for the podcast during that event. Whether it be video content or interview, whatever.
Nice.
Not quite sure, honestly, but either way, it's my vacation. I'm just going to have a good time. But if I can pull anything out for you guys, I will be sure to do my best. So you guys,
what is it? Do me a favor, real quick, for everybody listening, because I'm just curious. What can you do the lineup for us right now? Everybody that's playing. Get your phone.
I don't know, like a lot of these.
I'm not saying he's into all this stuff, folks. I just want you to know what's there, just because he's going to this, and he's excited about it. Not for that. He more like it's more of a vacation for him to relax with his lady friend and not deal with work stuff.
Yeah, me and her. This was like our first.
Yeah, so that's their tradition.
First real like trip we ever made together and all that stuff. So,
do the whole fucking lineup.
Let's see.
I'm not doing this to attack him. I'm being serious. I'm just curious.
Well, I know I could tell you off the top of my head.
You can't pull it up?
Yeah, I am.
Okay,
but while
cool.
I'm pulling it up.
Okay, sorry.
There's Guar, which is there every year. That's always nice.
You would think Guar would be at Barbecue.
Yep. Guar is nice. Lamb of God, which I don't think they've ever played the festival.
That's interesting.
They're Richmond boys. And that's where
There's
it's
the title.
at.
And they're friends with those dudes,
yeah.
too.
So in Richmond, Virginia, that'll be crazy seeing Lamb of God in their hometown. Pretty excited about that. Dillinger Escape Plan.
That's weird.
It'd probably be one of their last shows they do. So that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, I read something where they're on hiatus or something.
Or they're going to break up after this. Aren't
they putting a new record out?
Yeah,
That's
they got
weird.
one coming up, and I think that might be it. Thing I'll say about Dillinger, you like them or you don't like them, they're pretty awesome to see live. They're pretty nuts. You don't really know what to expect from them, so that should be fun seeing them in an outdoor setting. I don't know. I've only seen them once, and they were pretty good, so that'll be fun. Murphy's Law, which I like, they're an old school punk band, and that'll be fun to see. Usually Barbecue, they always have some old punk band show up that plays. Like last year was the Dickies, which was pretty cool.
Weren't the Misfits there last year?
That was the year before.
Sorry.
And I saw the Misfits. Yep, I saw them the first year, and then the Dickies last year, which is I didn't even know they fucking still existed, that band.
Okay, so who else?
We got I Hate God, which I fucking love, and me and the Doctor saw them not too long ago. When
First night of the tour.
Yep, first night of the tour when they had Mike still, and unfortunately he won't be playing Barbecue. They replaced him with Phil Anselmo. So that's a rare thing to see, is Phil fronting I Hate God. So if it was my first time seeing I Hate God and he was the front man, I would actually be disappointed. But because I already saw them with Mike, and I loved it.
The show was amazing.
Yeah, it was great. One of the best shows we went to so far. And
Can't believe that was in fucking April.
Yeah. That shit's crazy.
It was raining like hell. Do you remember that was raining? And I got mugged in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I didn't mean to switch gears.
No, you're good.
Grandma! Sorry, it's a woman in a wheelchair.
Let me help you into the chair, Grandma. Okay. Yeah, it won't load this bullshit. So yeah, seeing Phil Anselmo front I Hate God for a show is pretty rare. They're only doing 2 dates with him on the shows, and it's New Orleans and Barbecue.
Interesting.
I think that's it. I think Mike will jump back on for their tour,
Really?
for their tour that they restarted. Yeah. So that's awesome. Some other bands I don't really know. I still can't pull up the thing. It's I think August Burns Red.
Isn't Leeway there this year?
No, that would be pretty cool. But
They were there one year because I saw it on one of those things I looked at.
not since I've been going, but yeah, they have like a set kind of thing they do every year. They always have some band from New Orleans. Like they had Goat Whore there the first year I went, then they had Down, and now they have I Hate God. So that's always been a thing with Barbecue. They always pull the NOLA bands up, and I like that. I like the sludge stuff. That's pretty
I
awesome.
saw Corrosion Conformity did it one year.
Awesome.
I've looked at some of the history on it. It's one of those things, though. It's never... again, if anybody knows me or you don't know, I don't like going to concerts, period.
Right.
I don't. I don't like being around people, but especially big stuff like that. But it looks like they've had some interesting stuff there. But again, it's never been like the whole bill's good for me. Of course, I don't think anything is.
It's like that with me, but you know what? And for Barbecue, since it's on like a water park. It's not like a...
You said it's a water park. Why don't you tell everybody about it?
It's not like it's called Haddad's Lake. It's not like a huge water park with slides and all this crazy shit.
There's no slides?
There's, there's a big pool thing, then there's a lake with you can bike jump into it, and there's rope swings, and there's a tower you can jump off into that.
Do you do that?
No. Into that...
Why didn't you jump off the tower?
You jump and it goes into this beam thing, this huge trampoline thing, and you can launch someone else off of it.
Why don't you do that?
Because my girlfriend's deathly afraid of water, and I'm afraid of heights, so I don't do the two.
You heard it here first. I just convinced him to jump off the tower. No mic, but we're going to have his... Alexis is going to film him jumping off of the tower. Will you commit to this for the doctor?
No.
He won't do it.
It's pretty fucking far up.
Okay, then I want you to rope swing into that lake.
That's a lot easier. I can do that.
Are you really going to do it?
I can.
You heard it here. I want video of this.
I want to try something different.
I want YouTube video of you swinging into the lake like fucking Chris Farley. Hello, Washington.
Okay, that was 2013 that you saw Corrosion on. And it was your favorite.
Well, I didn't go to that. I saw it.
Yeah, but you saw the thing. It was the 4th annual. And it has your favorite band Pig Destroyer on it.
Yeah, they are.
And Municipal Waste Cannabis Corpse. That's pretty cool. And I don't know who the rest of them are. But still haven't seen Municipal Waste. Guys, I would really like to see you. So can you come somewhere besides your hometown and then Europe? That would be great. Against Me, I don't know who that is. American Nightmare.
I know who that is.
American Nightmare, I don't know who that is.
I know who that is.
Lagwagon.
A lot of that stuff is punk stuff.
Yeah, Lagwagon, I don't know.
Punk stuff. It's either punk or hardcore, I can't remember.
And I know
again, we're getting into shit I don't listen to. I have heard of it, though.
Yeah, that's some of the bands. Of course, there's always other stuff. Like last year, John Russo was there.
That's crazy.
That wrote Night of the Living Dead. He just was standing outside in a booth and he was signing stuff. It was pretty crazy. He wasn't on the list for anything. He was just there. So you always run into stuff. You always run into familiar faces. Some, a lot of the, like I said, the Municipal Waste Iron Reagan guys. They're from there, so you see a lot of those guys around having a good time, enjoying their vacation too. I'm sure the Lamb of God guys have been there before they did this festival. Just hanging out, so it'll be cool to see that. That's probably what I'm most excited for, and to see Gwar, of course. It's always fun.
Right.
They have a little mini horror house thing there. It's like a horror ride thing where you go in and it's pitch black and there's hanging meat everywhere and you walk around and you kind of get disoriented.
You go in that too?
Yeah, that shit's fun. It's called I think it's just called...
Do you go in there loaded or sober?
The Bloody Pit of Horror or whatever it is.
You go in there sober or loaded?
By that point, I'm probably pretty loaded.
Is it expensive to get loaded at barbecue?
Not really. You get beer tickets, so you don't...
Who gives you a beer ticket? You have to buy them?
Yeah, you buy the beer tickets.
How much are the beer tickets?
I don't remember.
Well, just give our listeners an idea. So you give them $20.
It depends.
You get how many beers?
Depends on the beer you get. You get.
What do you drink up there?
They have an odorous ale that they make. That's a special. And
you drink that stuff?
Yeah, it's good. And it's cheaper. I think it's awesome. I don't like PBR. I will not drink it, so I don't give that.
Do they have the doctor's beer there?
Yeah, I think they do have Miller Lite.
Nice.
They have, they have
If you guys want to pretend you're the doctor, Miller Lite is the choice of poison for me.
That's right. I like it too. That's usually what I have in my fridge. Or Coors Light's more the...
I can't do that.
That's the Gore Christ Coors Light.
I can't do the Coors Light. It's the Denver Broncos beer. They can go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
You actually started me on that, so don't. You can't return. That's true. I've never touched it since. Or Spud Light.
Yeah, Spud Light. No, I don't do any
Mud
of that.
Light.
I don't do any of that.
But yeah, so you go and
you
give us a typical day here.
Okay, so it is only one day. They surround the Barbecue with other events around Richmond, like at the National, which is their normal music venue where Gwar would normally play, or Lamb of God would go play. They do what's called the Before Barbecue, and for the past 2 years that's been Summer Slaughter. So they put Summer Slaughter in with the day before barbecue, and they call it the before-barbecue. And then they hype up the event for everyone there, like who's ready.
I think that's interesting. You know why I think that's interesting? Just because we know some of the people that are playing it this year. I was talking. I'm going to leave him anonymous, a future guest on here, and he was telling me he doesn't get to attend it. He would love to, but he said they've got to get right the hell out of town. It's right on to the next city.
Oh yeah, because it's the next day.
So it sucks. They don't really get to enjoy it. Like they play for all
they can't go to the
barbecue fans, but they can't really. None of them can.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to them, they have to get the hell out of there.
Mm-hmm.
They get done there on a bus.
Yeah, because they go.
So, to you guys attending, it'll be over by the time you hear this. But either way, those guys are coming to play for you to enjoy your pre-show, and they don't get to enjoy it. They're
a lot of those bands on the tour dates on the back, they have barbecue as the date for it, which is cool.
That's cool.
Arch Enemy had it on theirs, even though last year, even though it was the before-barbecue, they weren't there the next day.
Anybody knows this knows I'm a huge Arch Enemy fan. They're my favorite band, and I have a tramp stamp that says Arch Enemy Forever over my butt.
That's hot.
When I shit. I fucking hate that band. Anyway, continue.
Wages of shit.
But no, I mean, I think it's interesting. They're fucking gay.
Yeah.
If you listen to that, just stick a gun in your mouth. Anyway, that's my opinion.
The next day is the actual barbecue on the water park, Haddad's Lake or whatever. And you go in, you get your shit situated.
This is so I'm going to recap this here.
Friday is before barbecue. That's Summer Slaughter at the National. Then Saturday is the barbecue.
Okay.
And it is what it is. This is the whole reason me and my girlfriend love going is because the food is...
What time do you get there?
It starts... The doors are at 10 in the morning.
Do you get there about 10?
We try to. Usually we're a little late because we're hungover because we always party the night before.
Now, are you going up Friday this year?
Yeah, we're not.
You're just
going
not
to Summer
attending
Slaughter.
the show. I'm just going to relax, have dinner.
Last year,
enjoy some time.
Enjoy your free barbecue dinner. Well,
I mean,
we went.
I think it's cool, man.
Last year we went to the before barbecue. Didn't have a particularly great time there. Just because I don't know.
That was a shitty bill.
I like the venue. Yeah, the bill wasn't great, and
I don't remember anybody being good on that bill last year. It's because there was nobody good on the bill last year.
Alexis is a smoker, and when she goes outside, it's all like one side where everyone can go smoke, and it's like the stairway, and it's like overcrowded. It was like
fucking train.
She has bad anxiety, so for her to squeeze in with all these like strangers in a different city,
I understand, man.
So she didn't like that either, and I didn't like it. So I don't know. There was a lot of other factors to it. We just figured we could save some money and just have a night because last year, we drove all the way there. We went straight to the show. And then woke up early in the morning to get to barbecue. So we figure this way we can just...
You get there on time this year.
Yeah. This
Have you ever got there at 10 a.m.?
No.
Okay, talk to me a little bit about this. You guys get there. Is this a one-day event?
Yeah, and they start at 10:30 is when
Tell everybody about the whole fucking day. Tell them about what you do. What you've got planned or what you've done before.
This is what I do.
I'm interviewing Gorecrust today, kids. Enjoy.
This is what we usually do.
I need some practice for that. I'm getting ready to do that.
We usually, as soon as we get there, you want to go straight to the barbecue merch booth. That's where it's for if you want to get some of the hot sauces from the barbecue hot sauce, you got to pre-order that when you get to the gate because they're not going to sell them.
Do you do that?
They're going to be out. I haven't, but I'm going to this year. I've learned my lesson because it's really good. They have it for the.
Can you take it with you?
That's the thing. They're glass, so they keep them there for you until you when you leave, you go pick it up.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, so
you can bring it home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's gonna okay. Let me guys tell you something. I'm doing it right now. I'm volunteering this. I hope this is okay.
You got it.
I'm gonna try a barbecue sandwich, like a generic nuke it barbecue sandwich that I buy, and I'm gonna put some of that hot sauce on it on an episode when you get back.
Let's do it.
Is that okay?
Yeah. There's like 2 or 3.
You sure it's okay?
Yeah.
There'll be enough left.
I'm coming home with some. Dude, that bottle is fucking massive. But here's the thing.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get around about that. I just wanted to tell you guys I'm curious.
I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
They have the barbecue sauces available for consumption during the event. You know, once you buy the food free of charge, it's like, oh, you want some barbecue sauce? Well, here it is. You know, but you can buy the sauce.
The food's free?
No, I wish.
Sorry.
No,
I got excited for a minute.
I know it like that shitty. There's like some thing ICP does or some gay shit, and they have like a all you can eat thing. But of course they do because all their fans are like 400 pounds and up. So that makes sense. But for this, you go in. You want to go ahead and pre-order your barbecue sauces because you're gonna miss out if you don't buy it when you get there because you can pick it up on the way back. And
how many of those
that's
are
what
you
planning
on buying?
There's like 3 different ones. There might even be newer ones.
Are they expensive to buy that?
I'm not sure how much they were. They're like not more than $10. I don't think.
Nice, so. Big ass bottle.
Big ass bottle, and they're. I mean, you can probably get them on the Guar's website, but. You know, get them from there would be cooler. So I'll get it straight from them.
I want to try that when you get back on an episode.
I'm gonna get some good ones.
I need something kind of. I don't want something that's going to kill me, but
yeah, I know I won't either. It'll be pretty hot. I don't think it's like.
I don't mind that.
I don't think it's mega death sauce or 357 or anything like that, but. It'll be pretty spicy.
Okay, so you're pre-ordering your sauce at the gate.
For me, this is what I'm going to do this year, and I'm letting you guys in on a little secret for you first timers. If you're going this year or you're going next year, go in, immediately go to that Guar booth because you're going to want to buy shit there. They have the Guarbecue T-shirts. Those go out fast. Those will be gone when you leave. Get those.
You get one of those too
every time. And last year they did it. If you get like the upper echelon VIP packages, which were a lot cheaper last year, by the way. They were only like $100 and you got a ton of stuff, but now it's like way more money and I just can't
afford it.
Can't do it. Do it live. So last year though, I got a free t-shirt and it was like I Survived Barbecue. It was pretty cool for a free shirt, and then I still bought the barbecue shirt, so I didn't even need to worry about it.
Did you do any type of VIP thing this year with them?
No, I just...
although he's on the VIP, motherfucker.
I am on the VIP.
Because of the fucking podcast.
Thanks to you guys.
But go, so you ordered your sauce. Guar booth, your whole day.
Guar booth is the first thing you want to do. You want to pre-order...
You and Alexis are at the Guar booth.
Pre-order your sauces. Pre-order your sauces. You can get all the Guarbecue t-shirts from there. You can get regular Guar band t-shirts. You can get... Guar merchandise. You can get that fucking 30th anniversary book they came out with. That's really fucking nice. It's expensive, but goddamn, it's nice. You can get patches from there. You can get stickers. You can get, like programs, I think, for the day or whatever. You can get all the shit at the Guar booth. Now, bands also have their own booth set up, so you can buy merch from the bands. So you want to do that too. Go ahead and grab your t-shirts while they're there. They're not going to be there anymore. By the time you leave, most of that shit's going to be packed up, or they're going to be sold out.
So it's good to go ahead and get it while you're...
It's not like this is a tour. It's a one-day thing. So they have exclusive shit. Like I got a Hatebreed shirt my first year going, and it was the year Dave Brocky passed away, and it said "Rest in Peace, Odorous," and it said "I survived the Hatebreed barbecue pit" or something. It's pretty cool. It's the only time you can get that shit is if you go. So. I'm sure, hopefully Lamb of God will have their own barbecue shirt. That would be pretty fucking cool. Stuff like that. So definitely when you first get there, hit up the merch because it'll be gone if you wait. All along the left and right side, there's all kinds of other vendors. There's people that sell necklaces, wristbands, other T-shirts. There's a Hustler booth that sells porn and fucking dildos and shit. Yeah,
that's
crazy.
Cool.
It is cool. Me and Alexis look at the shit all the time. They're like, "You should buy this, the anal beads." I'm like, "I'm not doing that. Stop asking me to put shit in my ass." There's not only barbecue food, which is the best fucking pork sandwich you will ever fucking eat. I will give it to the people of Richmond. They make barbecue like, and I've never been to Texas, so I can't really compare, but. To me, what I've had so far, Richmond has the best barbecue I've ever eaten. And it's pulled pork sandwiches, it's coleslaw, it's jalapeno mac and cheese. It's fucking everything you can think of. And they have taco vendors and they have Thai vendors. You can get Thai food there. You can get... they have Monster energy drinks. Usually they're giving that shit out for free.
Really?
Yeah. If you vape or anything like that, they're associated with, I think, Beefcake the Mighty. That's in Guar, and he created a vape line, like vape juice, for Guar, and it's called Guar Fluids, and they're through Mount Baker Vapors.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's actually good stuff. So I vape occasionally, so that's pretty. I usually stock up when I go there because those guys are super nice at Mount Baker. They give me free shit all the time. They're like, here's sunglasses, here's a phone case, and here's, you can get this liquid for $5 off.
So we're still. This is 10 a.m. and you're getting swag.
Yeah, I'm trying to buy everything I can so then I can just relax and not have to shop around. But usually I'm walking around looking at stuff all the time. I'm gonna.
So is this like a shopping area?
Yeah, there's vendors everywhere. There's food, and then there's like just shit.
This is kind of a weird question. I'm being serious though. Bathrooms, is it a porta potty?
Yeah, the porta potty.
Harsh.
It is.
That's harsh. That's the only harsh part I've heard so far. Every other thing's actually really cool.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of jealous. I'm serious. This sounds really cool. So, is there an area where you can relax? Is there like an area that has Wi-Fi or they have anything out there like that, or are you just you're
just balls deep in it?
Wasteland.
I mean, it's not that big. There's a cool area.
You know what this sounds like? I want to hear this whole thing. I want to interject this real quick. This sounds like this power metal festival they have somewhere over in the middle of nowhere in Europe. You couldn't pay me to go to it. Not because it's power. I actually like power metal. It's not even that, but I don't want to go to somewhere in the middle of the woods in a foreign country. I'd be scared to death. I've seen American Werewolf in London, kids.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue. So you're buying up a bunch of stuff. Then what do you do?
Then you go pick a spot over.
Do you have like a duffel bag with you with like swim trunks and shit in it?
Yeah, I'll bring my backpack or something. Yeah.
You have a towel and.
Yeah. And
I'm serious. I'm curious about it. I don't know a damn thing about it. I've always been such an ass about this, just because I'm scared to go. It has nothing to do with you guys going or Corey going. It has to do with me. The doctor just does not like being around people. Continue.
Yeah. Once you get through all the vendor stuff,
you've got your barbecue sauce, your T-shirts, your vape stuff, your beer.
Maybe you go pick up the beer for sure.
Okay, so
that'll run out. The beer runs out usually.
Does it?
Near the end, like when it's almost time to go, you can't be like last call. They'll be like, we're out. Wait, ruined our kegs. You make your way down, and then you'll see, the pool and stuff like that, and there's like sand over there and shit like that. So you want to.
It's a swimming pool, chlorine.
I think it's a saltwater pool. You have to go in a room.
Is it like a traditional pool, like a concrete pool, like a pool, or
yeah?
Really?
There's like two sides to it, and then there's.
Is it huge?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. You go in a room over there if you want to just go ahead and start swimming immediately. You want to go into this room.
You get sunburned at this?
I wear sunscreen. I'm not stupid. Because I get fucking baked in the sun, so I definitely keep that shit on me.
Sunblock.
Do 30 and under. Don't do any more of this above 30 sunblock, because that shit is actually causes cancer and not prevents it. So if you're using SPF 50 or SPF 70, please stop, because you're giving yourself skin cancer.
So you're at the pool, you've got all your sweat.
To go to the pool, you have to get some kind of a wristband or something, and you have to sign a waiver. So you go in there.
Oh, in case you get hurt.
Yeah, and plus people are drinking in their pool. Usually this is like a family thing, like for the actual place where it's at. So you have to sign waivers.
So the folks that are over there somehow get these people to rent this out, and y'all just raise hell in it.
Yeah. But,
Are there a bunch of people fighting and shit like that?
No, I've never seen any issues in front of me. People are always pretty super nice.
Have you made friends in any of these things?
No, I don't talk to anybody there. You're like, me and my girlfriend are on vacation. We're like, fuck off. If people want to come up and talk to me, whatever. If they're like, hey, Lord Christ, how you doing? I'm not going to be an asshole, but never sat there and tried to make.
You all, if you want to see him there, he will be when he swims in a G-string, not a thong this year. It's a G-string.
My banana hammock.
And the front says "Hot Love." But anyway, so you're going to swim. Seriously, you're going to swim. You could do all that.
You find a designated area to.
Are bands playing at this point?
Yes.
Jesus, when does that start?
10:30. So as soon as you walk in, there's already stuff going on, immediately. The doors open at 10, so you have 30 minutes to wait in line for everything, and then bands already start playing.
How many people show up to this thing?
I can't even count.
Does it sell out?
Yes.
They actually have a capacity in there.
Well, I don't know. I guess they have a set amount of tickets, and then they're gone.
Interesting.
Because there's so many fucking people there by the end of the day. But
how many would you say? Because it seems like there would be a lot of people.
In the thousands.
Like, well, I mean, would you say 20, 25?
Not that many. Like, not like
10?
Like doubled,
15?
I don't know. I really don't.
Should look that up. Maybe that's something interesting. Anyway, but I'll look it up for my own nerdiness. But so you've got all this going on. It sounds fun, man.
You pick a designated area to put your shit down by the pool area.
And we're rocking, what, 11:30 noon at this point?
Yeah, maybe. Usually we don't go right into the food. We try to eat. We try to, How
many times do you eat while you're there?
I usually have about two of those sandwiches. I do one after the pool, and then I'll walk around for a little while. Then I'll find something to do and eat another one.
Okay, now I'm getting the juicy stuff here now. Have you ever fucked at barbecue?
Not at barbecue, but in the hotel, of course.
No, I mean, I was just curious. I started to ask about barbecue. Another one. Have you ever had to take a shit at barbecue?
No, I don't. Either way, I'll hold it in until it.
Yeah, the porta potty thing
until it becomes liquid. I wouldn't care.
I'd also probably pee in the lake.
Never shit in a porta potty. Never will. And I've been to a lot of circuses.
It's a nightmare. I've done it.
I've been to
and
a
people
lot of
were beating on it, and I thought they were going to tip me over in it.
Yeah, I've been to a lot of circuses where that's happened. I've been to Maryland Death Fest a few times where that's happened.
That's a porta potty situation too.
Oh yeah, it's outside in the fucking parking lot.
Lame.
Now it's not. Now they actually removed the Edison lot from the equation, so now they're just doing the 2 indoor venues. And I'm sorry, go back to the fucking movie for a second if you're watching.
This is interesting. I think we're talking about good stuff today.
We just got to axe to the fucking face.
Let's do it. Look,
that was beautiful. Hour and 8 minutes.
Go back. Let's watch it again.
That's nice.
Guys, I didn't mean to get away from.
No, you're good.
Haven't seen this. I'm trying to.
I've been watching this one.
He's going to this, so that's
We're going back, guys. So we're rewinding it to the 8 minutes, 32 seconds, the 1 hour and 8 minutes. I gotta see that axe hit again. That was pretty dirty. I'm gonna put some volume on this one.
Ooh, music in this is great. He's masturbating too, like I do.
Damn.
Sounds like fucking goblin. It's not.
That's beautiful. Very nice.
Barbecue. Okay, so right. 1 o'clock. You've had your first sandwich. You've been swimming. You've had your first sandwich. What? You at this point, are you watching bands, or you're still?
Yeah. Usually, it depends on who's playing. But what happens is when you're by the pool, you can see all 3 stages while they're going on. The stage ahead of you, if you're swimming, is going to be, forget what the stage is called, but it's the one in the middle of the fucking grass there, and it's the smallest stage they got. And that's usually where the punk bands are going to be playing, and the smaller bands and stuff. I saw Iron Reagan play in there. And usually it's so small that you have to really cram and hunch in there. And the bands usually go nuts.
Who's the biggest bands in that place that day? This is an indoor venue at the lake.
No, it's it's almost it's like an outdoor stage, but it's tiny. It looks like a fucking gazebo.
Oh, cool!
And they pack the fans in there.
Who else on that stage this year?
I don't know. Like I said, usually the punk bands play
stuff.
there. It's smaller stuff. I'm sure. I know Brain Tentacles is playing.
Sure, Lamb of God will be at that one too.
No, they'll be on the big.
I'm being weird.
No, they'll play the small one just because they're crazy. I don't know, they might. The Dickies played in that stage. Iron Reagan played that little stage, and it was pretty awesome. There's people hanging from the ceiling upside down because it's
right.
It's not. I mean, it's tiny. That was really cool. Actually, a video of that I can eventually put up somewhere. They did a cover of Skull Full of Maggots, so it was pretty cool.
He's in his Speedo in this, too.
And
this is before he went to the G. He's going to the G.
To your left, you have to walk down the dirt a little ways, but there's a big stage there, and that's usually the band that's going to close it out, or close out that area. There's some of the headliners, they divide them up to play that stage on the left. That's where I saw Ghoul, I saw the Descendants, and Clutch played there. I didn't care about Clutch, but they played in that stage.
Why has that been so popular?
I don't know. Because they're hipsters.
Yeah, they are. It is a hipster.
They're fat like...
It's beard metal shit.
They're fat like midlife crisis hipsters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're annoying. You're not going to believe this. I actually saw them open for Morbid Angel.
Wow. They think they're Crowbar anyway.
I don't like Crowbar either, but anyway, continue.
So bands like that will play on the left stage, like other headliners, but not the main one, the main headliners, but support acts.
Now, do you get all muddy and shit?
No.
Is it all filthy?
It's dry and it's fine. This year might be different because it's actually supposed to rain this year, so...
You're excited about that?
No, I'm not.
Getting rained on.
Fucking annoying.
Maybe getting hit with lightning in the
That would actually be cool to get hit by lightning. Not many people can say that they've got hit by lightning.
But what? So at this point, we're 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Maybe. I mean, there's a lot to do. Once you're.
Do you take a nap? Do you do any?
No. We're usually swimming. Last year was just so chaotic because last year my eyes.
Do you ever get any of the free Monster energy drinks?
I do. They're like, one Monster? I'm like, yeah. They're like, okay, here you go. Here you go. Thanks, Ace. And then we keep moving. Last year, funny story. I've probably talked about this before. I had tried to meet Phil Anselmo in Clarksville.
You did.
Went and saw Superjoint.
I mean, you talked about it here, yeah.
Yeah. I went and saw Superjoint. The staff were total fucking jerk-offs and just were...
They were assholes to us at Suffocation, if you remember.
They were letting their cousins go meet them, and, their fucking inbred family go meet them, but not actual people that paid money to go. So, that didn't happen. And then we go to Barbecue, and, Down is playing there. And, they have little meet and greet sessions you can pay for. I'm not paying $200 to meet everybody on this festival, because I don't...
They charge for the meet and greets there?
For, a whole thing. You get to meet all of them. Everybody that's playing the shows.
Really?
Everybody. All the bands. Including Gwar.
Really?
They all sit there and sign shit. Yeah. It's pretty... I mean, the deal is pretty nice, but I'm not going to pay that, because I've never paid for a meet and greet. I don't ever plan
I don't
to.
do that either.
It's not my thing. So,
You went to go get earplugs.
Well, no.
Eye drops?
They supposedly had an on-site medical area, which they did not. I'm sure they did if I was about to die, but since I just need eye drops, they didn't have that for some reason. Which is well, there's sand here, there's water every. What if you get shit in your eye? I guess this time I will be taking eye drops with me. I don't know. My eye just started fucking up on me, and I couldn't see, and I was in the pool, so I had to get out.
Probably had some kind of
something got in my eye.
Well, what it was, there was probably some kind of a bacteria, and it crawled around in there. It's fucking eating away your fucking eye.
Yeah.
And then no, I'm kidding.
Something was going on.
Something like a horror movie.
It was crazy enough to where I couldn't open my eye. I had to go get eye drops or something to clean.
It's a movie I shot. It's called Barbecue Fever. It's on iTunes. Anyway, go ahead.
So, I talked to this door guy way earlier about just whatever. Kind of made friends with the door guy. That was, I had asked people hey, do you have eye drops in here? They're like, I don't think so. Speaking of, that guy just needs eye drops because he's just got shot in the fucking eyeball. That's pretty awesome. In the movie here. So I asked this lady, I was like, because the guy told me to go to some door, and I went to some door, and this lady was like, do you have VIP pass? I was like, no, they told me I can get eye drops here. Well, I can't let you in without a pass. So I was like, well, you're a cunt. So I went back to the dude. I was like, she's really mean and would not let me go through, so can I just check in this building and see if there's eye drops? And he was like, you know what, you can, go ahead. So he opens the door, and there's Down sitting there. Phil and Jimmy and all those cats. And they're just wrapping up their last fan that's meeting them, and someone gave Phil roses or whatever. So I was just kind of standing there. I had nothing on. I had no phone on me, nothing. I was just in my swim trunks and shirtless, wet and everything. And some guy walked up, and I was like, do you guys have eye drops? And he was like, no. I was like, oh, well, I'm just going to stand here then and wait for this. And Jimmy walks up to me, and I was, he was hammered because I was like, do you know if there's eye drops in here? And he was like, eye drops are free. just like, God damn it. That's like his thing, is that he says that. So every time I message him on Facebook, I say whatever he said is free. So that's a little joke that he remembers. He was like, yeah, it's just drunk bullshit. I'm like, yeah, it is. Drunk bullshit's free, you know. So Phil notices me, and he thought I was Jimmy Bauer, even though Jimmy was, you know, obviously we're not the same person. But I guess Phil had too much white wine and noticed that we looked alike. So there's a picture of me and Jimmy on his phone where we're touching bare bellies, and we're supposed to look alike. So that's pretty funny. It's a fun story. So yeah, you can run into anything can happen at Barbecue, because that happened. I did not pay for a meet and greet, but I met Phil Anselmo. It was redemption for me because I didn't get to.
But you didn't really
even go
talk
near
to him, though, did you?
Not really, but
Did you shake his hand?
No.
Did you hug him?
Nope.
Did you give him a blowjob?
Almost, but not quite.
No, being silly. Well, I mean, yeah, you told me that's cool.
But it was cool. It was cool that I met him where he's like, "Hey," and it was funny because he was like, "Hey," he was like, "Holy shit, I thought you guys were fucking brothers," you know. And we made a joke, and there was a picture taken, and it was fun, you know. So that was a good moment. It was better than like, "You can't go back there," you know.
Let me ask you this, though. So at this point, we're at like 5, 6, 7 o'clock. Keep taking us through the barbecue day. I want to go up all the way till it ends. We've done the whole fucking thing.
I mean, it's different every time, so I don't know. It depends.
Shit.
Oof. There's some blood. Usually, if I take you through the whole day, you're gonna want to swim. You're gonna eat. We've
already done that.
Yeah, you're gonna.
We're about 5, 6 o'clock.
You're gonna watch. Usually by then, Guar's on. You're gonna be watching Guar
At 6 o'clock?
or whenever it ends, like 6 or 7.
It ends at 6 or 7?
It ends pretty. I mean, it's on from 10:30. So I mean.
So, whoa! This is blowing my mind here. So it starts at 10:30 in the morning. When are you all driving off? What time is it when you're driving back to the hotel?
It ends before dark because I mean it uses the normal hours of the water park. I'm pretty sure. So I think it ends at maybe 8.
That's lame.
So like 8 hours of it. Yeah.
I mean the hours. I don't like that. If you all don't know this, if I've never said, I'm very nocturnal. He can tell you that. I drink during the middle of the day. Do you? I'm not right now, but normally I do.
Or maybe it's 9. I don't remember. It's not.
Is it dark when you leave?
Yeah, it gets dark when you leave. Because I mean,
but wonder why they don't run that on through the night and do a 2-day thing.
Because I mean, they don't have the lighting to keep all that shit up. I mean, if you think about it, it's a water park.
To get some lighting in there.
It's a water park, so I mean.
So all the bands. So when you saw Ghoul or anything else, you saw it all during the middle of the day.
Yeah. Like Ghoul, I probably saw them at like 5 p.m. Yeah, it was like 5:15 or something.
That's crazy.
And Guar comes on at like 7 or 8, and it's done. So, but it's fun, you know. Actually, I don't think Guar's the last band. I think Guar comes on, and then there's like one more band that plays that other stage that'll close it. So. But it's always different. You never know what you're going to run into.
Is it weird to you that... And we'll wrap this up. Is it weird to you, though, being back at the hotel at 9, or are you like, oh, thank God I'm worn out because you've been there since 10 a.m.?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I hate to go. Because usually what we did last year, which was better than driving to the lot, is if you have a hotel that has the shuttle, then just take the shuttle because it's a lot quicker, and all you have to do is sit there and wait on your damn shuttle to show up, which is last year it took fucking forever, but it's better than driving because we just have to drive so far to get there.
Right.
So
now, how long of a shuttle ride is that for the people listening?
Maybe 20 minutes.
Half an hour?
Yeah, not bad.
It's not bad at all.
It's pretty close. Because it's like the park, you know, if you've seen any water park, it's always in the middle of fucking nowhere.
See, you keep saying water park. I'm thinking fucking like...
It's not like slides and crazy shit.
That's what I'm...
But it is a water park.
There's no slides?
No.
So it's like a camp. It's like Guarba camp.
It kind of looks like one, yeah.
That's what it looks like in the photos to me. That's why I was curious.
Because there's like the pool area and there's those little things you can do, like, you know, jump off into that bean thing, you know, the bean bag chair thing, and it launched, like, one person sits on the end.
Is that what you're doing for the podcast, or are you just going to jump off that tower?
I kind of want, if I can convince...
Do the tower? You're going to do the tower?
If I can convince Alexis to do it where I can launch her 30 feet, I'll do it.
What about the tower?
That's what it is. You climb up to the top, and you put on a little life jacket or whatever, and somebody sits on the end of that little beanbag thing, and you jump off of it, and you catapult them into the air. And then somebody else does it to you next. It's fun, you know. I've just never done it. I've been a total wiener, so... But
it's fun. That would freak me out. I want to see you jump off the tower.
Yeah. You know what's fun is...
Has anybody ever jumped off the fucking tower?
That's what you do. You jump off the tower onto the...
No, I mean jump off the tower into the water, or would you die?
Yeah, I've seen that.
You'd die.
No.
You can do it.
I've seen people do it. Like, they'll just be buttholes and just jump there and miss. People miss the beanbag. That's funny to watch people on that thing. Because some people are too fat, they bounce off and the other person doesn't even launch. Like, they just, like, roll off the side of it. It's pretty funny. So that's, you know, as drunken escapades, it's usually fun to watch.
So it usually is wrapped up about 8.
Yeah, and then everyone...
That's interesting. I never knew the hours. That's, you know, I'll give them this. It's an interesting festival.
But it makes sense because, I mean, they're using the normal park hours.
I'm
pretty sure the next day, I mean, Sunday, they would probably be closed. If not, they actually use it the next day for the
or somebody's
park.
Cleaning it.
Yeah. So,
God, can you imagine having to clean up after all that shit? God damn.
Just beer and throw up and blood, probably, you know, all that fake blood everywhere. Because you don't want to leave that with the kids. They don't know what's going on. So you wrap all this up.
You know, I'd say another reason they probably do it because kids are probably back in school. I'd say they're off their normal hours. They probably have this locked down with some.
But you know, the reason they'll close it so early is because they don't have the lighting. Because they don't. It's never open at night, so they don't have night lighting to. Keep
There's no lights for the stage or anything. It's
just, yeah, there is, but I mean, you know, when it's over, you're just gonna.
Right, I see what you're saying.
So,
what'd you think of the movie?
It was actually well paced for what it is.
It's just a slasher.
It's a good slasher though. Like the death scenes, they're not gory, but they're really intense. Like for what they are, it's kind of the same way that Curtains was. Curtains wasn't like gory, but it was.
But I liked it.
The kill scenes were like shit.
I liked it.
Like you could feel it.
You can put that one out in his lost episode with that for everybody. Okay,
I'll put out the Curtains one. I just haven't edited it.
I'm gonna wrap this up for you guys. Normally Corey does. I'm going to do it. We are going to eat barbecue. Not the sandwiches. I'm going to buy some just frozen sandwiches, and we're going to put that nice sauce on them.
We should
on an upcoming. Well, very soon we'll do it.
Yeah,
we'll do it on the Texas episode
because we need.
Texas, we'll eat barbecue and
barbecue from Texas Chainsaw
and watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That'd be a good idea. But because it's something I think we need to do. I think we need to do something special for it anyway.
Agreed.
Because it's Texas, it's something we've been saving. We try not to get all the main titles out of the way. We're just looking for the right opportunity to do it. So you know, I think with Texas, what better way to do that than to do?
Fuck yeah, dude!
You know,
and
barbecue.
We'll try some of your barbecue. I feel like I actually got to go in an antisocial way.
Yeah, a good idea. And now, I believe it is time. All right, so yeah, I first time viewing Unhinged. I would recommend it. It's really cool. Awaiting a Blu-ray release. Hopefully that just pops out somewhere. Arrow, we're looking at you. The kill scenes are very nice. They're very bloody. It doesn't always have to be gore for the gore Christ, but that's my forte. But I like bloody too. If it's a lot of blood and the scenes are,
it's not bad.
Yeah, and the kill scenes were intense. Like the axe hit was pretty fucking awesome. Dude got shot in the fucking eye. You got different weapons going on each time. There's a scythe in there. There's a lot of tits, so that's pretty cool. I think for the versions that they put out, they replaced some of the scenes with more nude scenes. I think that they originally cut. some like kill scenes because there's really not a lot.
I have not seen it since I saw it theatrically, which would have been the R version. I don't remember a damn thing about it.
Right.
I mean, I do, but not to that specifically. But I like it. I think it's pretty cool.
So yeah, that was great. We'll be on the lookout for more content from us at Phantasm. I'm trying to, we're having fun with it, so we appreciate you guys listening.
We've got some stuff coming up that's really cool. We've got some stuff planned. I'm going to leave that alone right now. I'm going to be at... Corey's going to be at... you won't hear this, it'll already have happened, but Corey's going to be at Barbecue this weekend, and I'm going to be at Summer Slaughter on Monday, the last night of the tour in Atlanta, Georgia.
So it'll be Sunday. Because I'll still
Is it
be
Sunday?
There. Yeah, because I'll still
It's Sunday, excuse me. Sunday. I keep getting this fucked up. It's Sunday in Atlanta, Georgia, so I'll be there.
So we'll have a recap episode. We can do that and jam-pack it with the Texas one. We'll share our experiences and hopefully have some more, for you when we get to that. But I guess until then, guys, thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you guys next time, and stay fucking gory.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.